Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Let me get more in frame. Or maybe I could, push you guys back a bit. Alright, there we go. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And, oh my gosh, sorry. There's so much stuff bothering me right now. Welcome back to another video. You saw the thumbnail and you saw the title. We are reacting to the Fortnite Chapter 6 Finale Live Event teaser trailer. That's a lot of words. I've seen, teasers of the teaser trailer, on my YouTube Shorts, but I've scrolled past them because I actually haven't gotten the chance to, fully watch it yet. From what I know, this 30-second trailer is supposed to be really cool. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one through where I just watch the trailer. You'll see it, right here, or right here, wherever I decide to put it. I'm just gonna do one run through where I just watch the trailer by itself. And, hold on, let me get it pulled up. Okay, let me also fix my volume. Basically, I'm gonna do one run through where I just listen to it. I just watch it, see what's going on. And then I'm gonna go, full by full breakdown of the trailer. Last time I did a trailer reaction was the Star Wars season, I believe, and yeah, that one was not too good. It was literally sideways. I literally had a comment saying, next time you want to do a reaction to a trailer, try not to do it sideways. If you watch this, hope you're happy. Also, you get this. So, yay. Hold on. I don't like my hair, so give me a second. Oh, where's that? Alright. This will work. This will work. Oh, don't. Okay. Ugh. We're gonna wear a hat. Actually, do I have my black and red hat? I don't even know where it's. Oh. Yes, I'm being picky about a hat. Alright, let's get into it. Also, really quick, this first shot looks insane, by the way. The graphics so far, just off this first starter screen, looks insane. I would say probably looks like. It just looks really good. You can see the 0-point shard, so obviously they end up getting it out of Homer. Let's just do a listen through. Hold on, let me make sure it's not too loud. We'll put it put it at 75. All I hear is the ding from my. No, fuck. I'm having technical difficulties. There we go, finally. Okay, let's watch.
This is it. We'll never get a better shot.
Alright, that's a very quick trailer. So, first impressions, very interesting. Very interesting. Again, right, okay, so now I'm gonna now we're just gonna go through and do a step-by-step breakdown. So let's start off with the obvious. The 0-point gun that we haven't seen since Chapter 3, I believe, is finally back in the frame. Or, actually, if you really technically want to count it, last time we saw this was in Imposters game mode, because that was your murder weapon. Really quick, Fortnite, great graphics right now. This looks insane. This looks really good. Really good graphics right here. For this animation. For this teaser trailer. Alright, so let's get into it. I love how you can see it, spinning.
We'll never get a better shot.
Alright, so you see Jones in his classic outfit. And that's one of the Kraken's tentacles from last season's live event. So that's kind of cool. Oh, wait, no. It was not last season's live event. It was the one before that. It was a superhero season live event, which was very underwhelming from what I hear. Because I unfortunately didn't get to take part of it. But, yeah, you can see that. I don't know why I paused right here. Let me. There we go. So, yeah. Jones looking stupid. But, So yeah, there's the Kraken. So we know that's gonna happen. We see Jones in his OG outfit holding an OXR rifle. Okay, so that's. I think it's cool that the Kraken wasn't a one-time thing. I'm glad they're bringing it back. It's like because obviously it's like the main villain of this season. Besides Daigo. So obviously in this frame right here we have Godzilla. I think aside from the Marvel event, we actually have never had a live event. Like collabs in a live event. Besides like the Marvel season. The 2 Marvel seasons, sorry. So I find that really... Actually, like, this isn't even just a singular collab, actually. This is just, like, multiple collabs in one. So, I like that. And obviously, you have Godzilla, so... He's, like, shooting his little laser beam. And then we have Kong. So, obviously, you have Godzilla, and then we have King Kong on the other side helping. Or at least I'm assuming they're helping. It doesn't look like they're attacking Jones. Not TIE Fighters. X-Wings are going in, blasting. Those are obviously helping us. That's really cool. I think that's pretty fire, actually. We see Homer drop down. Oh, bro, he's still in his underwear. All you hear is, donut. I think it's really cool they're incorporating everything into this live event. Sorry. I've had a bit of a stuffy nose recently. That's why I'm, like, sounding weird. This shot by far is my favorite because it's literally confirming a collab for the next season. Ugh, birds. But we have Una Truman, I believe is her name. I'm hoping I get that right if I remember. From Kill Bill. Kill fucking Bill. This is an insane collab. We also know we're getting Back to the Future. So hard to record with these guys. You guys wonder why I don't do many live videos, like in real life. But we also know we're getting a Back to the Future collab and Kill Bill. So this is really cool. Alright, let's continue. We're driving off. Alright, so in that final shot you see like the monster coming out and then like it's like, it's weird. Because you hear Hope yelling Jones's name. That's kind of scary for me because it kind of is indicating like a sacrifice type thing. Like maybe this is the end of Jones's story. Because if you guys remember, we've been following Jonesy ever since Chapter 2. We've been following his story since Chapter 2. Went from Chapter 2 to Chapter 3. There wasn't really much of a story in Chapter 4, but like... But it continued like with the whole time travel thing. OG, then into Chapter 5 where he met Hope, then now into Chapter 6. Could this be the end of That's 5 chapters, but that we've been following his story. Could this be the end of Jonesy? I would actually like to see Jonesy die. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the character. Jones is such an amazing character. But I feel like it would be a nice way to just round out everything. Like, he was part of the IO, making it, like, with the whole thing the IO was doing. And then we saw him break away from that and then go on his own path, the path of good. He joined forces with the 7. So that all happened in, like, Chapter 2 / Chapter 3. Then he also had his, like, storyline of going to get Kato Thorne's time machine back in Chapter 4. Then we got Chapter 5 where he was training Hope and also finding Peely. With all of that. And then Doctor Doom. And then, like, Megalodon. And then we go into Chapter 6 where where now the focus is now less on him and more of Hope, Kendo, and Jade, and Daigo. It's like Jones is slowly getting out of the spotlight, and I think it was all building up to this moment where Jones's sacrifice will eventually happen. There was even a moment in the Absolute Doom trailer where it looked like he was gonna die, but he didn't because Hope saved his life with the Captain America shield. So I think this is where Jones' story is finally going to come to an end. But I don't think many people are going to be sad about it because it is most likely going to be like a noble sacrifice. Nothing like... nothing like he just gets killed randomly. I think if Fortnite's gonna kill off Jonesy or Agent Jones, Agent John Jones. I called him Agent J for like a long time. I don't know why. But like, if they're gonna kill him off, then they're gonna make it a noble sacrifice. They're not just gonna like have him die. It's gonna be a noble sacrifice. And I'm really excited for that because that is... I feel like this live event is shaping up to look like a great live event. And I think if it all goes well, then Jonesy, it will be the end of his story. And it will pass over to Hope. And we might have... And I think if they do go that route, then Chapter 7, the storyline will continue like there's another big threat. But it will also, like... There will also be, like, the side story of Hope getting over Jones's death. You know, that could be really fun. You already know there's going to be a top 5 gaming storyline video after all this is done. So, like, don't expect me to go into a deep dive of all of it. But, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to just game, like, I'm here to show you the gameplay for, like, most of the seasons. But, I think what's going to happen, here's my predictions. The Kraken is finally, like, after, like, all of that, we're going to finally see the Kraken not in, like, the Simpsons art style, but in the way Fortnite intended it to look like. All the different collabs that came to the island, the X-Wings, Godzilla, King Kong, they're going to bring Homer back from Springfield. They're going to get Kill Bill. They're going to get, just all these people. And they're gonna have one Avengers Endgame type fight against the Demon Overlord. Now, I do want to talk about a few things that, you know, aren't in the trailer, such as Daigo. For obvious reasons, Daigo is not in the... Not for obvious reasons, I don't know why I said that. For some reason, Daigo is not in the trailer. You cannot see Daigo in the trailer. Which leads me to believe... I'm so sorry. Jeez. Which leads me to believe... I think there is a second scenario that could happen here. I think that there's chance that Daigo is definitely going to show up. Daigo is definitely going to show up in this live event. He has been the main villain since Chapter 4. Season 2, I'd say. Because of his obsession with the thing. Well, he hasn't been an official villain since Season 3, though. No, wait, it wasn't season... Was it Season 3? It was Season 4. He wasn't really a main villain until Season 4, because that's when he became corrupted. So, he's been a villain for, like, quite a while now. I think one of two options is Daigo is now fully corrupted, and they're gonna have to stop him. And, like, snap him out of it. Or... I think in a scenario where Jones lives through this live event, maybe Daigo snaps out of it and saves Jonesy, but at the cost of his life. Now, I think the first one is more likely. I feel like Jones has a more likely chance of having a noble sacrifice. I think they will save Daigo, and he will continue to live on. Or they could both die trying to take him down. Like, Jones... goes over to, like, Daigo, like, goes up to Jones and, like, hey, I caused this problem, but I can't do this alone. And him and Jones go and end up killing the monster, but also at the sacrifice of their own life. I think that could be a possibility, but I think the most likely scenario is that they might save Daigo, and Jones' sacrifice will be the main thing, is, like, I think that's, like, the main idea going with here. I don't know why else they would include the whole Jones, or like that could again be her, like, to my fan theory of, like, them teaming up against the Kraken. That could be Hope saying, Jones, wait, like, don't do this. We can figure out another way. Like, that's. And then maybe if we got, like, the 7 back in the picture, like in Chapter 7, that would actually be a great idea to bring them back in Chapter 7. That'd be perfect. But, like, they bring the 7 back, and, like, the Foundation's looking for Jones, and he realizes, and, like, Hope has to tell him, hey, Jones sacrificed his life. I think that would be really cool. Overall, Great trailer. Not much to complain. Not anything to complain about, really. I think it's a really good trailer. I think it's a really good trailer. I'm excited for this live event. I will be streaming it here on Twitch and on YouTube. It is on Friday, I believe, so that gives me plenty of time. Wait, no, it's on Saturday. It's on Saturday. Saturday. Remember that. Oh, jeez. But yeah, so that's my prediction. I think Jones is gonna have a noble sacrifice. Daigo is gonna be saved from the corruption, and everyone is gonna everything is gonna be alright. And Hope is gonna have to move on to the new island with Peely, who we still know is still alive, thanks to the most recent Simpsons mini animation. And they're gonna both have to move on to the next island. Maybe Kendo will join them again. Maybe Kendo, Jade, and Daigo will join them. I highly doubt it, though. I feel like this is their home. Even though it has been corrupted, I feel like they'll still stay. I think Hope and Peely will be the only ones moving on, having to deal with Jones's sacrifice. And everything will be right in the world again. Obviously, Kill Bill will be following them into that portal. I think also all the other crossovers will be sent back to their own universe, obviously, because you can't keep them on that island. That's too much. But yeah, that's my prediction. This video went on for 16 minutes. Dang. For a 30-second trailer, this video lasted 16 minutes. Almost 20. Alright. Well, 17 really, because I also gotta do my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be a great live event. I don't think any of us should be missing this live event. I think all of you should be hopping on Saturday to see this live event. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.